Hi everyone, Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Plenty of action to get you caught up on. We start at MetLife Stadium. The Jets at home to take on the Miami Dolphins. And it's the Jets defense that comes up with the big play here. This would turn out to be one of the biggest plays of the game. The Jets get their third win as they come away with the victory. From there, how about we head out to Buffalo? Let's check in on the Bills as they host the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's last year's most valuable player, Josh Allen. One of his 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Bills get to win number 12 as they're thinking playoffs and potentially home field. One more to bring you now. Let's go to Vegas, shall we? The Raiders hosting the Denver Broncos. And it's the rookie from Boise State, Ashton Genty. A scintillating run for the touchdown. The Raiders win their second straight as they get the victory here. Until next week, Scott Hansen, good night from Orlando.
Menu narration set to 100.
here in Florida. On the banks of the St. Johns River, we look inside Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the New York Jets and the Jacksonville Jaguars. On the visitors' sideline, a look at the Jets head coach. His guys were winners a week ago, but the victories have been few and far between this season. Across from him, you've got the coach of the Jaguars. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Here's the kicker, Harrison Mevis, out to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here come the Jaguars, and Greg, it brings out Trevor Lawrence. Many ups and downs in his first 4 seasons. Now year 5 for the former #1 overall pick out of Clemson.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. They had an answer for everything the defense threw at him. And if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, this is going to be a hard group to beat.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Lawrence. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. It is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely...
Breece Hall inside the 30. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 79 yards. Touchdown, Jets. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
His kick is good. Makes the score Jets 7, Jaguars nothing.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Jags offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7 0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. And in motion is Brown. They go play action for Lawrence. Going up top. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Owned back in the backfield.
He'll get the carry here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Can't beat those legs. 13 yards pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Get it in the hands of Hunter coming around. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence on the bootleg. That's complete to his running back, Facial Chutin. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He'll try to run for it. And he's going to have a Jags first down. They convert on 3rd and 3 with a gain of 7 yards.
That's good for a Jaguars.
The tight end going in motion to the left.
At the 49-yard line.
Up the middle they go. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was taken down.
I can tell you firsthand as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack. Hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track. So the key to these off-tackle style run plays, Mike, is you can't allow penetration. You cannot allow the defenders to get in your backfield, because when they do, the play really has no chance and you end up going backwards.
Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. And he has been sensational in this opening quarter. You have to imagine we're going to see much more of him as this game goes on. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
He's going to be marked down up around the 33. A grab there for Wilson, his first of the game, and gives his team a first down. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to keep it himself.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short game.
Up the sideline, past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They'll run. This is Hall. Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. Tyson Campbell there to make the tackle.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Jaguars' 46-yard line.
They'll go again with Hall. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. A carry here for Allen. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Travis Hunter, the rookie, the number 2 overall pick, gets in there to make the tackle.
Brings up second. And 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. Here's a run. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal.
He was brought down by Travis Hunter. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
So we'll get a 2nd and goal when we return. The Jets have the advantage. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. The Jets have it here to start quarter number 2 as they come up now 2nd and goal. Allen. Took a little long to develop. They stopped him for no gain at the 4.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now.
That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Braylon Allen. Touchdown, New York. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
Point after, coming up here. He's got it, and the Jets move out on top, 14-0.
14. Jaguars nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense about ready to take over once more. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score, the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. A big play for Jacksonville. An even 40 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
2nd and 3.
In motion is Hunter. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss. They'll motion the slot man right. Lawrence from the gun here on third down. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Garrett Wilson and the Jets offense now heading back onto the field. He's been the man that makes this offense go. Currently, the ball's out. The Jaguars think they have it, and they do.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Jacksonville. Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. That's on the guard, Patrick McCarry. Here's Lawrence. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Lawrence now on second down. That is incomplete. Travis Hunter was the intended target. Third down coming up.
Third down and 14.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And he'll throw this one away. Incomplete. Receivers blanketed everywhere he looked. Gonna bring up a fourth down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jaguars cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Wanwu. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Jets offense and Braylon Allen ready to take over again. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll run on first down, and here's Allen. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. That's complete to Jeremy Rucker. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
On the give, this is Allen. And he'll get to the 48, and that's going to be good enough. He'll pick up a first down.
48-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
First down, New York.
On the handoff, it's Davis. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
Tyson Campbell on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On the ground, it's Allen. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Jets first down.
First down, New York.
Now this time they'll look to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Johnson. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Oh, making defenders look silly out there on his way into the end zone. Braylon Allen, touchdown, New York. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Nevis, good on the extra point. And the Jets extend it to a 21-6 advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Parker Washington. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. He finds his tight end. That's Brenton Strange. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
That's good for a Jaguars.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
It's a gain of
3rd
4.
and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Lisa 24. It's untouched.
Lawrence. That'll be complete to Tootin. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Whoa. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
11 more yards. Move those chains. That's good.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's 2nd down.
By Jermaine Johnson. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the 9-yard line.
Throwing is Lawrence. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Lawrence. Forced out wide, and he's into the end zone. Trevor Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
On the return, here comes Wanwu. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
The Jets take over.
Garrett Wilson and the Jets offense now heading back onto the field. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. to throw here to begin the drive. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Second down and 10.
They'll look to throw. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. They're second as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the 13-yard line.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. And he's out of bounds at the 5, and they're in business. It is 1st and goal.
That's good for the Jaguars. 1st down.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. This one caught it before. To the goal line and in. Right in straight. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Little on now for the extra point. Through the rain, the pick is good. And the Jaguars move back to within 1.
Jaguars 20.
Punt showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
So it is a 1-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hansen for our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Week 15 of the NFL season, playoff time for you fantasy football players, but for the real teams, the home stretch is starting. Let's get into it. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin right here in the Sunshine State. It's the Bucs at home to take on an NFC South foe, the Atlanta Falcons. And it's Ray McCloud. He's one of the 4 verticals on this route, and it's a deep shot. They connect. The Falcons find a way. They win it by a point. From there, why don't we go out to the space city of Houston, looking in on the Texans as they play host to the Arizona Cardinals. And here is the former Cardinal, Christian Kirk. He'll take it all the way to the end zone. What a play for the score. Got one more to show you right now. Let's go to Foxborough. It's the Patriots taking on the Buffalo Bills. And here is Nick Chubb. With that, let's give you a look at the playoff picture in the AFC through 15 weeks. In the game you're watching, not much to separate these two sides through 2 quarters, a 1-point game at the half. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Hey, Scott, thank you. Rain only intensifying now as the teams have come back out. This figures to be a wet and wild second half to come. On the return, here comes Wanwu. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run with Allen, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
He'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll get this complete to Allen. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. Look it up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. The Jaguars offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The deficit is 1, as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Now Lawrence on the bootleg. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Second down, Lawrence. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. To throw is Lawrence. And on third down, that ball incomplete. Jaguars ready to punt this one away.
Logan Cook on to punt for the Jaguars.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
At their own 34-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. In trouble, and down he goes. The former first overall pick in 2022, Trayvon Walker. In for the sack, he registers number 14 on the year. That'll be incomplete with a penalty flag down. It looked like someone was across early. He'll look to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Darnell Savage. Terrific coverage there. Able to get a hand on it. Third and long. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
First down, Jets.
Throwing now on first and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. They'll look to throw again. Quick slant into the hands of Wilson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
7 yards. And it's third down.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got his man complete to Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
And the Jets first down.
Here comes Allen. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down. Back to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So on a day where sure he's completed, give or take, half of his passes, Mike. You have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
That is hot. What a job to keep the play alive. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Now the try for an extra point. The kick is good. And the Jets are going to open up the lead to 8.
Jaguars 20.
Hey, Scott, thank you. Rain only intensifying now as the teams have come back out. This figures to be a wet, wild second half to come. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Washington now to return it. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Jaguars offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. And in motion is Brown. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 4. They go play action for Lawrence. That's to Hunter. He's got it right side. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. 3rd and inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
That's good for a Jacksonville.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. De'Ami Brown was the one he was looking for.
It leads to 2nd
and it'll bring
10.
up 2nd down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. 11 yards on the pass there. That's good for a Jaguar. 1st down. Play action now. It's Lawrence. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. Man in motion here is Washington. Lawrence now on 2nd down. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Now here's Lawrence. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. That is Andre Sisco in from his safety spot to record the sack.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry. Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. Garrett Wilson and the Jets offense now heading back onto the field. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. On the handoff, it's Allen. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Jaguars think they have it, and they do. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it. And instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Give on the ground, and he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 11, and the Jets have a first down.
First down, Jets.
A run here with Davis. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
He was brought down by Caleb Ransaw.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 4. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3 yards.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take him down for a loss.
2nd and 11. They go back to Allen. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Jets first down. On the ground, it's Davis. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd down at the Jaguars' 19-yard line.
Now this time they'll look to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Jets 31, Jaguars 20. Harrison Beavis to kick
The
off.
kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. The Jags offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That'll be complete to Tootin. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
7-yard gain. That's good for a Jaguars. 1st down.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7. From the 41. Here's 2nd and 2.
2nd down at the 41-yard line.
They put Strange in motion. They'll stick with him again. Ah, no dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Lawrence. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. A gain there of 16 yards. 1st down, Jacksonville.
Move those chains. That's good for a Jacksonville.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
That's good for another Jacksonville.
Lawrence now. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go.
Then in motion is Brown. Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Quinn Williams. He gets in to pick up sack number 18 now on the year.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
This defense pinning their ears back, coming to get him again. Quinn Williams. He gets in to register sack 19 on the season.
And this is a great example of what can happen when you play complementary football. The back end holds up nicely in coverage, and then that front seven is able to wreak havoc and put an end to this play.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within one score. So the field goal makes it a one-score game here in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Wanwu. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Jets offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start out first down and 10. A carry here for Allen. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Brought down beyond the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up second down at the 38-yard line.
He'll drop the throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. The defense just has not been able to keep him under wraps. Now 10 catches in the game. Handoff here, up the middle. The defense stringing them out. No gain, back to the original line of scrimmage.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Another run, and again, it's Allen. And they'll take this down inside the 35. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55. They'll stay on the ground. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. To the ground, he'll get it again. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down. Now the Jags will use their third and final timeout. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. On the give, this is Allen. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They'll drop to throw. That is caught left side by Taylor. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
A 34-yard attempt.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Oh, this ball is going to wind up nowhere close to the landing zone. Definite mishit there. This one's going to be spotted out beyond the 40. Here's 1st and 10. to throw is Lawrence. This one caught left side. That's screen. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
15 yards. That's good.
Here we go. One final play. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this one a win for the visiting Jets. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.
The temperatures are dropping, but the intrigue is heating up. Hi, everyone. Scott Hansen here, and this is your weekly recap for Week 15. Plenty of action to get you caught up on. We'll start in Jacksonville. The Jaguars at home to take on the New York Jets. And it's the Jets defense that comes up with the big play here. These guys talked a good game. There was plenty of woofing leading up to this one, and they back it up right here. Next up, it's Santa Clara, California. Let's look in on the Niners as they host the Tennessee Titans. And this is Jawan Jennings. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The 49ers would go on to an easy victory, 35-7 the final score. One more to show you. Let's go to Philadelphia. It's the Eagles taking on the Raiders. And it's the veteran Nelson Aguilar. A brilliant catch and run for the touchdown. The Raiders get the victory here in a battle of 2 teams with Super Bowl aspirations. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week, right here on EA Sports.